decoy for Masq, as looks like he's going to be focusing production down here, just to show his opponent that, hey, I'm expanded, so don't check anywhere else on the map, please, otherwise I will die. I don't think this SCV might be able to finish this in time if these don't land. Oh, so close, so close. And oh, look at that. I think it's like 1 HP left before it was able to get out. Masq is going to be expanding his forces, or trying to transfer all the way to the gold. Super risky play, I think, here by Masq, if he can hold it off. But looks like Chthon might have caught sight of that. Where are these Vikings headed? It looks like they are headed for that gold right now, and unfortunately for Masq, this is not going to pay off, as he has almost no way to get any defenses out here at all. Pretty much all of these SCVs are going to go down. This command center can't even fly away either, because those Vikings just pop right back up into the air. So looking at the army tab, it looks like Chthon is up significantly. His early expansion has paid off now, and going to be moving out across the field. Masq going to be moving his units to the rocks, maybe suspecting that they are coming through now and needs to retreat. Still has his natural expansion, so still can mine off that one, but wasted a good amount of minerals here at this. Here we go. Yeah, and down it goes. Most of the forces are there, so Masq kind of sees that his opponent has gone all the way down to the south and is going to be pushing in through the rocks right here. So going to be catching Chthon a little bit off guard, but Chthon just going to be retreating, not going to be pushing in at all. So actually good instincts by him, as he's going to be able to intercept this force coming through. Or maybe he is going to push forward. Is he going to catch this unit going out? If he does, and yes, this Marine will see it. So there is this Banshee up in the air trying to poke away at the ground units, and Masq now splitting up his forces, really wants to take down the command center, but Chthon going to be moving his way back, has a massive army to fight against. Masq is able to take out one of the command centers, the other one has lifted safely up into the air, and the Marauder force is now currently divided. Unfortunately, tanks don't have siege yet. Very interesting from Chthon, who has not sieged his tanks at all. Looks like he's just going to be trying to blast away, knowing that his opponent has a massively Marauder army. Unsieged tanks actually fire very quickly at armored, so they're pretty good. They're pretty good to go up against a massive Marauder army. My brain is starting to shut down right now, as it is getting pretty late here, and Chthon with just a massive Viking army, 15 in the air right now. If he just bulked up on tanks, this probably would be game for him, as he's going to be able to take out almost all of Masq forces. There are no defenses here. Masq natural is going to go down very quickly. Masq cannot risk extending himself right now, because he is just very out-armied at this point. So Chthon with a good instinct right there, jumps right back up into the air, suspects that his opponent has Vikings and will come try to attack. If Masq had gotten his Vikings in there on time, might have been able to hold off Chthon, because those Vikings wouldn't have been able to jump up in the air. And right now, it just looks like Masq does not have enough for Chthon at this point. The Marauders, Thin Marauders, were able to take up those tanks pretty badly, but the Banshees right here are going to cause huge amounts of problems for Masq, no matter what he tries to do. And not enough Vikings to scare Chthon from just jumping right back up into the air as well. So it looks like expansion is going to be going down for Masq, and unfortunately for him, while lag going on in the game, Tad leaving pretty much right away. So yeah, it looks like maybe trying to get siege tanks out, or more, maybe trying to get more of his, yes, he was trying to train more SCVs with all those SSSs. And desperately trying to repair, but not going to be able to. These Marauders can do damage to something, to the Vikings when they're on the ground, but other than that, going to eat it to the Banshees right now too. So Masq trying his best now, is just one basing it, and meanwhile it looks like Chthon is actually taking the gold expansion for himself now that he can hold it off and defend against it, kind of returning the favor to Masq at this point. Masq trying some pretty cool play early on, risking himself by getting a double expand, one to the gold, trying to hold it off. Unfortunately, Chthon spotted that might have happened to him before, so went ahead and scouted that area out and tried to go for the backdoor, but Chthon was ready for that as well, as he had a supply depot down. So all these cool trick plays by Masq, unfortunately, Chthon had experienced before. here on Scrap Station, and so it looks like Masq trying to get something going for himself, but this SCV is just going to die trying to scout out there right now. And really just one basing. Does he even have... Oh, he's about to mine out of his main. Not good. Masq really has to try to keep his forces up as much as possible, as he is behind, but he also has no expansion to go to right now. So this should be pretty interesting to see if he can even push out at this point. Chthon just bulking up on his air units. Really just, he doesn't want to go tanks anymore because tanks will just die to the Marauders. And Masq really might not be able to switch out of the tech pattern that he's in right now. He has two starports with two reactors going down, trying to get out as many Vikings as he can to even out the Viking battle. Right now it is actually ahead, so gonna be coming here to see what damage he can do on the backside. It looks like Chthon doesn't want any of that, doesn't want to lose some stuff going on at his base. Finally is rebuilding at his main, which he lost to Masq during that attack. So Masq right now, but meanwhile it looks like Chthon has established at the expo and is happily mining away. Most of the action going on towards the top anyways, so not too concerned about Masq going down there, or maybe Masq will go down there to check things out right now. Masq really needs to focus on getting this command center here the best that he can. So going to be trying to draw as much action away from there as possible. Tons of Marines on the ground. This is a very good mix for Chthon. Has forced Masq to kind of go with Viking Marauders, and the Banshees are a great mix there. Has kind of abandoned any sort of tanks, as he knows that that will be kind of fruitless against these massive Marauders. The Marauders going to have a harder time trying to take down, well, an impossible time taking down the Banshees. If only they could fire up into the air, but their weapons are far too heavy to do that. So meanwhile, it looks like the Battle of the Vikings is going on right here. More players leave the game as lag is causing all sorts of problems. So while Masq did win the Viking War, he did not win the Marine War on the ground. And Masq right now not mining. Is he mining at all? No, he's not mining because his command center is in the air. So unfortunately for him, this is his standing army for the moment. Chthon does not know that. And Masq did a great job right there at trying to show aggression. Although Chthon might see the massive flow of SCVs coming out. Oh no, they've already gone in and they're mining. Everyone get your mineral and get it ready to be mined. Masq trying his best to push action away from here. Look at this massive inflow of income at this point. Look at that huge jump, or maybe not. For the moment, that might just spike up in a second as everyone just mined right away. Meanwhile, it looks like Masq does not want anything to happen at his base, but has been discovered and goes ahead and throws down a GG. So great game from both players. A lot of cool moves by Masq. None of them unfortunately paid off for him, but fun to see. And this has been a broadcast by JCS StarCraft. Root Gaming is up 3-1. Chthon going to be moving on to possibly take it in the next game. I am signing off.